Hi, I'm MTG, and welcome to my channel where I waste my wild cards on meme decks so you don't have to. And oh my goodness, this is going to be actually round 2 of me trying to record with this commander because I had some really weird, just random mic issues that popped up. So I guess that means I had a chance to do some deck optimization here, but I don't know. Here we go for round 2, and knock on wood, hopefully this recording goes well this time. Let's go check out the deck lists, and I'll see you in a second. Alright, here is the deck, and again for round 2, we are rocking Loran, Disciple of History. She is 4 CMC, and whenever Loran, Disciple of History, or another legendary creature enters the battlefield under your control, return target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. So this deck is a lot of fun because you get an insane amount of repeat value. And I just wanted to call out, since we are never going to see the gameplay for the games that I did play, some cards that had some incredible synergy. So Teshar is kind of like a secret commander in this deck, where whenever you cast a historic spell, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. And so what I found that was really helpful with this is if you cast like Skyclave Apparition, you can kind of cycle it through if it gets removed or hits the graveyard for whatever reason. Like Teshar is so cool for doing like this little loop where if again Skyclave is in the graveyard, you can cast something like a really cheap spell like Mox Amber, Soul Guide Lantern, and then it triggers, you know, to get Skyclave Apparition out. And so that was like a cool sort of repeat, like removal effect that I was doing. And I specifically was doing that to target my rail, where anytime they played them, I would drop Skyclave Apparition, it would exile their commander, they'd return the commander to the command zone, and then I didn't have to worry about Skyclave like giving, you know, those tokens away when they left the battlefield. So this was just a really effective way to get rid of problematic commanders. And then the other cards that were just utterly insane, and I really hope we get to see some of that today, are Liberator Urza's Battlethopter. So it's 3 CMC, it has Flash, Flying, and then you can cast colorless spells and artifact spells as though they had Flash. And then whenever you cast a spell, if the amount of mana spent to cast that spell is greater than Liberator Urza's Battlethopter power, put a +1/+1 counter. So this was a really fun card to keep bringing back from the graveyard and just to keep making bigger, because it was really easy to just cast spells that were bigger than, you know, its like heckin' power. So it boosted itself up pretty quickly. But also the fact that it has Flash and gives other colorless spells and artifact spells Flash, like holy heck, is this crazy. It's such a good card. The other card that I had an insane time with, and I didn't realize it was as good as it was, is Steel Seraph. And I was just casting it for its prototype cost, but the reason why it was so powerful is because it could either give evasion with that flying ability, and then it did let me win a game where I was down to like 4 health against this Mishra deck and they were ready to heckin' kill me, but I managed to just stay alive because I was able to give another creature lifelink, and I was just getting enough lifelink to again outlast the damage that Mishra was doing, that I could come back and win the game. So just being able to do this lifelinking, having the ability to add evasion, just makes it easier for you to go over the top of your opponents and hit face. The card that I'm really hoping we have a chance to see today is Platoon Dispenser, just because I think it could be very powerful for card draw, and it can help make us, you know, artifact creature tokens to hopefully go wide with. So I'm really excited to see how this deck does, and I think there's, again, just a lot of really interesting and cool synergies here. So here's to round 2, y'all. See you out there. Show me what you got. Sir? Wow. Why was that so hard for me? I should be grateful for this hand. We got early plays, but something in my heart's not quite feeling it. Ooh. Okay, we will keep this. I think we're gonna put this out too, just so we can start fetching up the body. I think step 2 is we get a little blocker. This is probably gonna be an aggro deck. I haven't actually played against this before. At least I don't think I have. So whenever the bold or an instant or sorcery spell you control does damage to a player, exile the top card of your library. You can play that card this turn. You tap it and it can deal 1 damage to any target. So I'm guessing they're going to have like some damage doublers or something out. What do Okay. I'll just hold up Fateful Absence here. Okay. What do we want to do? I could put Heliod down and then have like Pristine Talisman. So I think maybe this is what we want to do. And then, should I play this now? Is that mana efficient? It might be. YOLO. We can get it out of the graveyard again. I just always get scared if I play this without like being ready to equip it to something, that it just gets blown up to like artifact removal. But in this case, if we're gonna just be like, you know, having the ability to bring it back from the graveyard, I don't think it's like too much of a threat. What happens when you get 3 counters? Okay, you can add mana. So what do? We play this, it's gonna give us 3 mana, and then what do we do with that 3 mana? Versus if we put a body down. Let's do this. Okay. Okay. So, let's put Pristine. We will equip you to you. We'll just put it on this. And then let's blow up their commander, just so they have to spend time setting up their board again. And then I want to move to combat. Just take it. Okay, we'll put the counter on our wall. So at least if they attack with Runaway Steamkin, it'll bounce off the wall. Yeah, they're probably gonna use that to recast their commander. Oh no, I was totally wrong. Be nice to get something else to help us raise up our devotion here. Nice thing is we are going to still be gaining a lot of life. Because I think our devotion right now is only to 1. So hopefully we draw into some other stuff. We'll just block here. Oh dang, 10 floating mana. Well, that's not helpful. Okay. Let's put it on you. And then let's activate the ability. I guess if I attack in, do you think they're gonna block with their 2 key pieces? Like double block this? It can unearth and we can get it back. So I think it might be worth it to just attack for the life gain, but also to like essentially force a block out of them here soon. So we get 6 of this life back. And then we can put it on here. And I'm debating if we want... I don't know how much they're going to be attacking, essentially, here. But I think maybe we would just want to create another body. And if they do draw into like any level of removal here, like we're gonna be fine because we have so many ways to get stuff back out of our graveyard. Okay. I don't see them attacking in here. Oh, they are. Okay. I guess it'll just bounce off. Man, their little pet dragon is so loud. I wonder, I'll have to like turn off the pet sound effects or something. Oh boy, I'm nervous though. What are they gonna do with that Flo Fortin mana? Fortin? That's Fortnite? What was I trying to get at there? Okay, so they're drawing. Okay, they decided to pass. Ooh. Okay. This is helping us here. Let's put it on one of our buddies here. Spread the love, you know? And didn't hit any artifacts from that. Sag. How much are you? Let's make an artifact token. I'll trigger her. And then let's put lifelink on this buddy. And we will attack here, and do this. Yeah. Okay, we'll put one on her. And let's put one on one of these buddies. Sweet. And we drew. Ooh, this is going to close out the game if we untap. I think we will because I don't see them, like, having a way to kill us in this one shot here. I don't know what they would do. Maybe crackle with power and somehow make a ton of mana. I do really like what their deck is doing too. If it weren't for the fact that we had like Shadow Spear out, we'd definitely be like dead. That and Heliod. We just got really lucky too because Pristine Talisman works really well with Heliod. Woo. Nice. Recast the commander? Yep. Okay. Well, that definitely made things a little harder for us. We'll put it on our buddy here. And put this on you. And then I think we're gonna... Good game. Oops. Okay. Well, I was gonna say I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna say. But good game, I guess. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, this is fun. Are we on the play? No, they're on the play. Esper's gonna hopefully get us card draw. Woo. Man, this is epic. Oh boy, this is a good starting hand. Attacking for one. Get that Urza. Just passing. Well, that's concerning. I don't really care if they counter this. Let's see what they do. Alright. Attack! I just get scared when I see all that blue mana up. Ooh. We'll draw. Don't mind if we do. Trying to think of what we'd even want to tutor. Oh, I wonder. Wormcoil Engine, of course, is probably in Arena now, huh? Alright, friends. Do you think they're gonna counter? Do they have the counter? Well, we can get this back out of the graveyard if they do counter it. Okay, no counter. Let's crew up our friend here. We'll use this. And then we'll give this. Let's give it lifelink. Attack. Bonk, bonk. Alright. Waiting for the spooky stuff. Spare supplies. Man, they're just playing right into Esper. They're getting card draw for days. Okay, so they didn't pay their taxes, means they have something else in their hand that's going to be gas. Okay, so probably a counter spell then. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lands. Well, again, just trying to play around the counter magic here. I don't see them countering this, but if they are going to... Okay, so that's what they're holding on to. I guess we'll crew up our thing before that gets exiled. So we at least have that to go. And then, yep, we'll resolve. Goodbye, friend. Put in this plains. Alright. Well, then I'm guessing we can put this in. Feel a little more confident with what we can tutor up. And I think we're just gonna hit face again. We don't want that Urza meld. I'm just wondering too if they're gonna have like some ability to do like 1,000,000 extra turns or something like that. Because what else would you do at this point? It's not really a huge point in playing our commander at the moment because we don't have anything in the graveyard. So, does this put it onto the battlefield? Okay. What do we have that's 3? Kinda not sure. I do want to bait out, if we can, like a counter spell because I know they have it. Okay. So I guess we'll use this ability. Okay. Ooh, platoon dispenser. Ooh. Ooh. So many oohs. I think I want a Ketra's Monument. Because then we can start casting cool stuff. I am worried this is going to get countered. Well, they haven't countered anything else yet. Time to bring that out, I guess. Yeah. What are they going to do now? Does it resolve? Are they countering it? The suspense! Ooh, it resolved. Okay, so I guess we'll crew up our friend here. I'm so curious what they have in their hand. Just gonna go in for an attack. Are they gonna bounce everything back? No? Okay. GG's. Okay, so we're both graveyard-ish decks, I think. Ooh, yeah, we're gonna keep Soul Guide Lantern. Okay, we just have to keep this hand because their whole mill strategy. I've been hit with the infinite combo enough times to know to hit the heck out of their graveyard when we can. And a turn 1 Esper. We have been blessed by the magic gods. Kind of like the idea of like equipping a Maul to Esper and just like go after. We'll hit. This seems like a good card to hit. No attacks. End turn. Yeah, let's equip Esper. Get it. Yeah, and I love Soul Guide Lantern. You just never know, like, when you're gonna go up against a deck like this. That just depends on their graveyard. Ooh, key is good. Okay. Ooh, and my favorite. Oh, okay. I have to say the idea still stands. I think it's very funny to equip this to Esper, even though the play probably is to do Adeline and then put all the Skyclaves on her. But we're here for the silly shenanigans. Okay. I'll take that. Helping me hit my land drops. Appreciate you, friend. Well, I guess now the plan is to equip our friend. I'm not going to use the Soul Guide now. I'm going to save it for when they have their combo pieces in the graveyard, which I believe is like Paradox Engine, which somehow is not like banned in a historic Brawl for whatever reason. Ooh, okay. Gotta love that graveyard hate. Yeah, they are tapped out, so this is safe to play. And we can't attack because our cute little Esper will die. Okay, just want to make sure. Yeah, you can have your mana rock. Again, I'm just waiting to hit them with a Soul Guide once they get like either Paradox Engine or Aether Flux Reservoir or something in there, because I believe the pieces include Aether Flux Reservoir and Paradox Engine, because I know Paradox Engine untaps everything, so they can just retap everything for essentially like infinite mana. But thankfully we have two really important pieces that'll just shut them down. Oh, this was another thing too, that they could just sacrifice it. Yep. So I just see one open mana, right? Yeah. So I think the most reasonable play here is probably to do Key to the Archive, but I'm gonna put AO down because that sounds fun. Or ow, I think is how it's technically pronounced. And attack in. And just, you know, blow that up so then they have to spend at least a turn. Yeah, like getting it out again. But GG's. Yeah, I think the big part here was making sure we didn't just get rid of Soul Guide Lantern anytime they're trying to pull stuff out, and making sure that we saved it for, you know, whatever their combo pieces are. But good game. Ooh, Yarok. Okay. If it wasn't against Yarok, I don't think I would hesitate to keep this hand. The only reason why I'm not feeling it is because we just don't have like really any instant removal here or anything else to help get us card draw. So as soon as we dump our hand here, we're not going to have much else to keep going. So I think it's worth mulligan in here. This does seem like a gas hand just because this can be super aggressive for us and help us do a lot of damage early game, which is what I think we need to do when we're going up against Yarok. And then too, with our, you know, stuff like Steel Seraph being an artifact, our commander can get it out of the graveyard if they blow it up. Assuming that, you know, it doesn't get exiled. We'll not put Loyal Warhound down because we're looking for the stonks. We'll put you down. And let's have you go. So then that way we can draw a card. Perfect. And we might want to actually put Maul of Skyclaves on it because it's got double strike and that'll probably do like the most damage right off the bat. We are looking pretty good on our land drops too, so we can keep holding on to Loyal Warhound. Ooh, that's smart. That was smart. They are tapped out, so we're not worried about counter magic. I'm gonna equip it to you. And then we will just attack. Sweet. And then this will give us lifelink on that as well, which will be extra sweet. Assuming it stays alive, of course. Sweet. Okay. We're gonna put our friend down here, especially since they're still tapped out. And they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have the same amount, so we will not put Loyal Warhound down yet. Let's give this to your friend here. Let's do lifelink. That's stupid. That's stupid cool. These two are great synergy together. Holy crap. And the fun part with this too is our commander can get it back if they remove it. But I'm definitely going to put Platoon Dispenser down. And I'm also happy now that I've had 2 games with Platoon Dispenser. Because, or at least in my hand where I could play it. Because when I was first doing my recordings for the last games that I did, I didn't have this once. So it'll be nice to see what it's like with all my little artifacts out. Phosphorus is good. Yeah, a lot of these new Brother Wars cards are really cool. So I don't know if they're going to put Yarrick down yet. I think they're looking at my mana too. Okay, so I reach. Oh, sweet. We have Tasha, that'll help them a lot. I think I'm gonna do this just so we can get more damage in, assuming it doesn't get countered. It might actually get countered. I didn't respect. Okay, I was gonna say I didn't respect the blue mana. We'll put +1/+1 counters on stuff. And then they have 1, 2, so 6. They have more than 6. So let's do this so we can maybe trigger Peladar again. I really hope they don't have removal. Sweet. We'll put +1/+1 counter on everything again. And on you. I'm pretty sure this is going to be lethal. Let's do lifelink. Oh my gosh, my heart's beating so fast. I really hope they don't have removal. Please don't have removal. Please don't have removal. Come on. Get him. Okay. Not quite removal, but shenanigans. So I think we're going to have enough to still be able to do what we want to do. Okay. So I'm going to blow up steel. Makes sense. Yeah, why not? I'm not. You did your service, buddy. Okay. So we put down the commander. We'll get back our friend. And then we're going to put down Combat Thrasher. Draw a card. Sweet. Okay. And then what I'm hoping to do is we get Still Seraph down and we equip Maul to the Combat Thrasher. And try that shenanigans again. Okay. So let's try. Or does it make more sense to just play this for its full cost instead of the 3/3? No, let's not be greedy. Let's just make sure we stick to the plan. Okay. And then we equip to you. And then here we'll lifelink it and attack because there's no one in the air, right? Go in. Okay. Whew. And I'm gonna hold on to this, and then next turn we can play it as a land, but I just want to make sure we have a board wipe available in case we need it. Dang, that's so much life they just got back. See, that's also why I wanted to gain life and keep this board wipe around. Okay, so we got a flyer now. And we have to conjure up 2 things. Yeah, they just gained back all that life. That's crazy. Okay. We'll take the damage. Okay, so we have multiple board wipes now. That makes me feel a little better. So we'll just put this one. We will put +1/+1 counters on everything. I think what we want to do here is key to the archive to see if we get something spicy. That's not super helpful, is it? But it can take out a flyer, or is this just when it enters the battlefield? Leaves, so we don't necessarily want to do that. This would be good. But isn't this better? 3 or less. I think we can steal their flyer. Let's put Hope into the graveyard because we can get it back. And then we'll just drop this. Good measure. We'll hit back that. And then we'll go combat. Everything has vigilance. So we'll swing with our fly friends. And yeah. Okay. Yeah, she's gonna be rough to deal with.
Perfect. I've got some experimental spells that need a test subject. Oh, I'll be taking that.
We can have oil around. Here's a thought too. So we can attack them and then plan our cleansing. Does that make sense? I kind of like the idea of doing that. And then hit their graveyard. Because I think that's the only way at this point we're going to really have to shut down their graveyard, you know? Let's do this. And then let's go to combat. We're going to equip you. We're going to do lifelink. This is kind of useless now because we're going to be blowing up key to the archive. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked with her. I'll put the kitties in front so they don't get the life gain. Yeah, the computer's already on it. Okay, take action, and then we're going to... I hope this is the right call. It makes sense in my head to do this. We're going to use U for planes, U for planes, U. Oh, this isn't going to work out like how I pictured it. Because I can't exile their graveyard. Yeah, we're still going to do it though. I thought I was going to get the chance to click my Soul Guide Lantern. Okay. I hope that wasn't a mistake. They do have a board wipe in hand. So let's start with the commander. What's she gonna get? Let's have her get this. And then at this point, are we gonna be forcing the board wipe out if we play this? We do need the card draw anyways. Okay, so we just hit another land drop. We'll put it on our friend here, give them lifelink, and we'll attack. And I'm hoping what we can do is just keep playing stuff from our graveyard. I think the only thing they'll be able to really do is board wipe here, right? We'll just take the damage. I'm sure they're gonna board wipe, so maybe we should have blocked anyways. Yep. Take action. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna get our friends back. We'll grab our friend here. We'll drop you. And I guess we'll just give you lifelink. And then I do want to put platoon dispenser down. Okay. That's gonna be brutal for them too. Do this. Do this. We do have enough to activate this ability. We'll give it to you. And this is going to pretty much negate the shielded stuff here. Sweet. And drew another card. Oh, maybe not if we keep drawing cards. So it's going to trigger twice, or it's only ETB. Okay, so Shieldred's not going to trigger twice with that. Okay, so this is a very good sign for us. So we're going to drop Ingenious Smith. Hopefully hit something good. Oh, yes. Okay. Not regretting that board wipe at all anymore. We will get back you. We will cast you for your full cost. Because why not? Draw a card. We will put it on our friend here, and we'll give them flying. And we'll just fly right over the top of their head, hit them in the face. Sweet. This graveyard shenanigans is wonderful. Mono white! Oh, this is good game. We'll put it on our friend here. And then we'll drop this. Sweet. Okay. Good game. Woo! Now that was some shenanigans there. Alright, I hope you had fun seeing those games. It kind of felt like we just steamrolled quite a bit. But what's really fun about this deck is just how versatile it can be with the strategy, and particularly like just the sheer amount of value you get from the graveyard, because again, if people just keep blowing up your stuff, unless they have an exile effect, like we're just going to get away with so much stuff and so much repeated value. So I just want to call out cards that I thought like again really stood out to me in these matches. So Ingenious Smith was super helpful for just getting like card selection and making sure that we could play like artifacts to help with our other artifact synergy that we had going on. Follow the Skyclaves just helps so much with just closing out the game, especially if we're trying to turn like maybe a squishy flyer into a little bit something, you know, tougher. And in this case, when we put it on the combat thresher and having that double strike with Maul of the Skyclaves, it was just so sweet. We did so much damage right away. And then Liberator Urza's Battlethopter, again, is a card that I just absolutely love because of the versatility that it gives other colorless spells and artifact spells, because you can just cast them at instant speed. And Platoon Dispenser, so freaking happy that I was able to finally cast this card and see what it could do in a game. It generates a lot of value, and I love that. One, it's a blocker. Two, it creates, you know, like other tokens. And then three, it can draw you a card. So it's just a lot of good stuff on one card. And the fact that, like, you know, this deck, it was just so spicy. So exactly what I hoped this card would be, and I definitely need to get a few copies of it in paper, because I'll probably play this in more of my mono white decks, since I have a tendency to play more token go white strategies with those. Steel Seraph, again, deserves MVP. Just so freaking sweet with just the evasion it gives stuff, but the lifelink really lets me feel more comfortable swinging out, and just, you know, as you saw, could gain a lot of life with that ability, so just super helpful. And I also like using flying to give, like, you know, maybe to my commander, so if there's a planeswalker out, you know, and people aren't paying attention to this card because it's a new card, well, heck, I can just fly over the head of any blockers and hit their planeswalker, hopefully. So just a lot of versatility with what Steel Seraph can provide. And again, I mostly cast this for its 3 mana cost and not its full 6 amount, which may feel pricey to you, but the 3 is perfect for what this card wants to do. So cards that we didn't really see that also do really well are Myrel, Shield of Argive. Not just because of the Grand Abolisher ability, but because she makes soldier artifact creature tokens, and so that just fits really well with our overall, you know, artifact synergies that we got going on. And this card, Iker Wellspring, actually does a lot of cool stuff in this deck, specifically around card draw, but what I was really using it was to feed it into Oswald Fiddlebender, so that when we sacrifice it, we can essentially tutor up an artifact that we want, that is, if we sacrifice this, 3 mana value or less, and put it onto the battlefield. And so that's really good for getting like our mana rocks or any other value that we want that we can just put out for free and kind of help us ramp a bit more. But we also have some 3-cost artifacts in here that are also really helpful just to put onto the battlefield that it either can get in its life, which feeds into, you know, our strategy with Heliod, or, you know, keeping us alive for another turn. So overall, like, this is freaking good. And the card that I was thinking of that gives us life here is Circuit Mender. So again, absolutely love this deck. So much fun. And I usually don't encourage people to waste their wild cards for decks that I build, but this one's right up there. I think Myrel and Loran right now are my 2 favorite historic Brawl decks that I've built. So super fun, and thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Bye.